Sports Review. Today, we're here checking out one of my favorite bikes made by Honda, the CT70. And right here we got a pair that we dug out from a local collection. CT70 was one of the greatest bikes Honda ever came up with. It's a smaller bore engine, they're fuel efficient, they did well on trail, and they're great on the street. These are fully licensable for the road. They have a headlight up front, and this one has a tail light. This one's currently missing it. It's very common with these CT70s. We often see the taillight and headlights go missing as they're used on private property. I mean, these were made in the early 70s, so oftentimes the ownerships were lost, misplaced, etc. So things like the headlight and taillight eventually dropped off. They stopped working. They still make the 70cc motor today, which is a big deal. These things are easy to find parts for. The frames are gorgeous and they're easy to restore, so they've become very popular for people looking for a quick or entry-level restoration. We were fortunate with these ones. They have a great patina. They look beautiful, and they're in two of the most common and popular colors that we see the CT in. They also come in really nice blues and greens. The CT70 was a fun bike. Now these run gas, they're really easy going. Most of these CT70s run miles per hour. In the early 70s, even in Ontario, we weren't really operating with kilometers, so it's not unstandard if you're looking for one of these things to see them in miles. It's not that it was imported from the US, it's just how they came into production in Ontario and Canada. Now the CT70s come with adjustable bars. It's easy to tell if they're stock or standard because the lever mounts are built onto the bars. So if you're wondering if the bars are aftermarket or not, if these are damaged, typically the whole bar has to be replaced, or it'll be an aftermarket lever. So just keep an eye out for that. Now moving forward, the CTs have a great wheel. Now if you're going to replace a tire on it, don't try with a tire and iron or try and split the tire from the bead. These rims actually come apart and it makes it very easy to maintain. So you can just pull the rim apart, put a new tire on it. It takes maybe 10-15 minutes, even if you got a little bit of corrosion. That's the beauty of these bikes. Honda did a great job of making a low maintenance, low cost commuter. And we've seen these CT70s just increase in price significantly. Right now, we kind of expect around $3,500 for one in really good shape, but I've seen them up to listed for $6,000 Canadian. These ones in this condition should go between $2,500 to $3,000 unrestored. And that's mainly because they're almost entirely complete. The chrome's in really good shape, and we have a lot of the factory Honda graphics that a lot of collectors love to see, and a lot that goes missing over the years. So you have your Honda Trail 70 here, we have our VIN stamp, etc. up here. This just has weights on it and all of those specifications that people look for. Now moving back, we have the CT70 sticker, and then there's another importation sticker on the other side that I'll show you. Now if you guys want to come a little closer, I'll show you a couple other things up close on the CT70. Now these here, the CT70s have two different gas tank options that are popular. Now we can get them with a plastic gas tank or a steel or metal gas tank. Now remember, if you're using a plastic gas tank CT70, or if that's what you have, they have a breather on the top of the gas cap. So if you're having trouble getting it running, check your cap. It has to be on the on, otherwise you'll have no flow of fuel. Bike won't run, or it won't run properly. Plastics are better because you never really have to change them, never have to clean them. It makes the restoration that much easier. But because with the metal gas tanks more specifically, if something has a small leak, sometimes you won't always notice it. So always, when you're checking them out, check the inside of your frame for corrosion. Same with the batteries. Sometimes the batteries get a little bit leaky. One of the seals will go on them. Battery acid will start leaking into here, and that's no good. So just make sure the inside of your frame is good. It's a little dark in there, just bring a light. They also need a battery to run. These batteries are tiny. See, there's a battery code if you guys are looking. This one's a USO battery. It's very common, very small. I think they're about 20 bucks. Easy to replace. Now these also have typically a key for that, but if you're looking for the key, this one had the ignition removed. It's just on the side of the frame, so it'd be the opposite side of here. And that's where the key goes on the CT70s. Your bars are adjustable here. You don't have a tachometer, only a speedometer, so you have no way to see the RPMs when you're riding. These bikes are all feel and sound, but they make for a great ride. Now the CT70 came with a 3 and a 4-speed transmission. The 3-speed is desirable, it's a lot more rare, and it fetches a lot more money. So if you can find one with a 3-speed, I recommend you go for it. Some people like the 4s a little bit more for the more range, but the 3, it's just simply rarity. These operate with drum brakes, and for that reason, they're, again, super easy to maintain. Seldom would you have to change it. And moving over to this one, see the CT70 graphic a little bit more clearly. This one's had a little bit more energy put into it, just brushing it off, cleaning it up. I don't know why there's 2 fuel filters on it, you know, don't ask me. But you can see the tires are a little bit meaty. They do a great job. I'm a big fan of these CT70s. This one has a metal gas tank, and it's same thing, a little bit different. Now fortunately this one has a factory kill switch and light switch. They're getting hard to come by. Pop this open. This is what your metal gas tank looks like immediately. It's very different. There's no confusing them. And then that's where the battery goes. This one doesn't have one, so it won't run right now. But yeah, that's the long and the short of the CT70. One of Honda's most popular bikes, and past 2 years I've been excited to see the Honda Monkeys re-release. It's a 125cc street bike by Honda. They look great, super popular in the US markets. But if you guys can get a hold of a nice clean CT70, they make for a great project. They're still easy to find parts for. They're easy to strip. You know, you can finish one of these in 2 days and have a really nice looking bike. Especially you can find a great deal on one. I heavily recommend them. And us here at Powersports Mania love the CT70 and can't recommend it enough. Thanks for watching. Centimeters cubed.
Yeah, it's a retro CC.